Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. So, yesterday, the Supreme Court has put out a document, or they're getting ready to pass a law, or, excuse me, not pass law, but revoke Roe versus Wade. And they were just kind of testing the waters, which to me, I don't really think is a test. They are definitely going to do it at some point. But this harkens back to me making videos before. I think I've made a few videos on this where I stated, ladies, please make sure that you do not allow these people to take your rights to your bodily autonomy away. And I caught a lot of shit for those videos. A lot of people said I was being paranoid. I'm just typical liberal, fear-mongering liberal, right? So today, I'm kind of looking for those people who called me fear-mongering liberal and that I was, just trying to scare people and saying that the Roe versus Wade, which is an established law, is not going to go anywhere, and no one's going to touch Roe versus Wade. None of these justices that Trump appointed are going to get rid of Roe versus Wade. And it appears that that's exactly what's going to happen. So I'll say this again, ladies, and this is just for the ladies, the women. Number one, please find out who the women are that are around you, that you know, that are your friends, family, whatever. Find out which one of them are the awful, hateful bastards that wish to take your rights away from you and to help a bunch of old white dudes with a lot of money take your rights away, because that's exactly what they're going to do. And those ladies who are voting for these people to help take your rights away from you, you need to get them out of your life. Remember and always know that they are not your friend. They are here to hurt you. With that being said, if you think that it's just going to stop with them taking the women's rights to choose what to do with their own bodies away, you're sadly mistaken. LGBTQ rights are going to be affected by this, because we already know how much the conservative Republicans hate anybody who's not cisgender, who's not straight. So they're definitely going to destroy LGBTQ rights across the board. There'll be no trans rights. There'll be no same-sex marriages. All these civil unions and stuff are going to disappear. They are going to use this as a springboard to revoke a lot of people's rights. And if you think that if you're a minority and they're not going to come after civil rights, you're sadly mistaken again, because they are definitely going to come after civil rights, because there's nothing that rich, old, white people hate more than equality. They cannot stand equality. And they're going to take those rights away too, because you know what? There's about half the country who feels that, we need to go back to the 1800s or 1600s, and that no one deserves rights except cis white men. And if you think I'm joking, I've said this before, they're going to they're going to do it. And you people are letting them do it. You let them do what they're doing right this very moment. When people are standing up in my community and other communities and saying they're trying to get these judges in so they can take our rights away, and people laughed and thought it was funny. Now that they are actually on the precipice of doing it, now people are kind of getting a little nervous, except for the ones who want this bullshit religious BS to go and be passed, or to revoke women's rights to choose what they want to do with their own bodies. But it's not. Brown versus the Board of Education probably won't be too far away, because rich white people and a lot of non-rich white people don't really like people of color being anywhere near them. So you think they're going to want to continue to have their kids to go to school with people of color? Probably not. You think that they're going to want to not force everyone to say a Pledge of Allegiance in school? Yeah, they're gonna. You think the Bible isn't gonna be soon taught in school as not even elective, but as course? They're gonna do it. But you people keep voting for these people to ruin your lives. You vote against your best interests every single time. 55% of white women voted for Donald Trump the second time around. The same white women who have now helped the Supreme Court to take away your rights to bodily autonomy. So congratulations, ladies, for letting your fellow women do this to you. I, for one, have voted always against them taking anyone's rights away, especially women's. And, what can we do? We can go out in the street and we can protest, but we know how that's going to turn out. They love shooting, killing, and beating, sicking dogs on people of color and anyone who's liberal. That seems to be their thing. So what can we do? I know what I'm going to do is not vote for people who want to take people's rights away. But I think if we all did the same thing, specifically you ladies out there who are bitching about your rights being taken away, but you keep voting for the same assholes who keep taking your rights away. It's kind of hard to be sympathetic, but vote wisely. Don't let them do this to you. Vote for people who are progressive, socialists, Democrats, humanists. Not these Joe Manchins and Kirsten Cinemas. No. They're not your friend. Vote for people who are progressives, not these status quo establishment corporate Democrats, and damn sure not Republicans. These conservatives are just here to ruin the country. They want to take all of your rights away, install a dictator. And if you think I'm joking, everyone always says that I don't know what I'm talking about and that I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm joking. If you don't think that they don't want to put Trump back in office and install him as their forever dictator because he's a moron, and he'll let them do whatever they want as long as they let him feel as if he's part of the team, part of the clique, the group, he's gonna do it. What can I say? No one watches this shit anyway. But you probably should. But they're coming after everybody's rights. And if you think it's a joke and you think I don't know what I'm talking about, stand by. Just wait until the midterms, when the Republicans, which they most likely will, because the same morons who are allowing them to take women's rights away are the same morons who are going to vote for these conservatives to take over the country. If you think that I'm joking, watch what happens when the midterms are over. You'll see for yourself. I'm telling you what they're going to do. I've already told you several times before what they're going to do. They're coming for not just yours, but mine. Anything that is a right, they're going to take away from us because it's what they do. They can't stand equality. It's the one thing that drives them nuts. To hell with racism. They just don't like equality for anyone except cis white males. But go ahead, do your thing, people. I'm going to sit back here and make more videos about this and just laugh because I told you so. I don't know how many times to tell you so, but they're coming for your shit. And I'm not talking about your guns, because who gives a shit about your guns? They're coming for literally coming for your rights to do anything. We're taking a giant step backwards, and it's going to get worse. Anyway, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, please have a great day. Make sure you vote for the right people, because conservatives are not the right people. Have a nice day. Be safe out there. And don't forget to be the best heathens that you can be. And have a great evening.